What is up, guys? Slump here, and today I am bringing you yet another 2017 NFL season preview. Today we're going to be looking at an AFC North contender, the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, I projected the Cincinnati Bengals having a fall off year last year, and they did that. I had them missing the playoffs, and of course, they ended up missing it. However, this season, man, I am optimistic for this Bengals team. I know the offensive line might not be that great, but trust me when I say this draft class was phenomenal. So yeah, guys, this is my 2017 NFL season preview for the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, I like this Bengals roster more than the average human probably does. Now, when we look at the quarterbacks, Andy Dalton, yes, he's an above average quarterback, but if he goes down, he's not going to be that detrimental to this team's success. You guys have AJ McCarron backing him up. And by the way, let AJ McCarron flourish. Trade him for like a first or second round pick and let him have a career. Now, when we talk about this draft class, it was a high risk, high reward draft. And for the Bengals, I mean, they had to do it. You guys are in the prime position to make a playoff push. We know you guys are in a very, very upsetting playoff drought. This has to come to an end. Marvin Lewis, the head coach, is currently out of commission. He has some health issues. Hopefully he can go back, because even though he isn't that great of a coach when it comes to the playoffs, he can get this team to double-digit wins any given season. With the running backs, you guys drafted Joe Mixon in the second round, who was my #1 talented running back in the draft class, followed by Dalvin Cook and Leonard Fournette. But he is in a sticky situation because you guys already have two other solid running backs on the roster in Giovanni Bernard and Jeremy Hill. Yeah, these guys like to fumble the ball a lot, but honestly, I can't see Joe Mixon winning Rookie of the Year, and I can't see him dominating in fantasy football this year. So look out for that. Do not waste a top 6 draft pick on this dude. Please don't. In your fantasy leagues, don't do it, guys, because he's not going to get that many touches. But all in all, guys, this running back unit is a strength in my opinion. I mean, like I said, these guys are all talented. Giovanni Bernard is a great third down back to have. Even Joe Mixon can be a third down back. This running back's core is well rounded, so of course I'm going to love it. Now, another strength, the receivers. AJ Green, who in my opinion is the 4th best wide receiver in the NFL. You guys also have Mr. 422, your 9th overall pick, John Ross, who is going to be a phenomenal wide receiver for the Cincinnati Bengals. It's just that right now he's currently nursing a shoulder injury, which should heal up by the time week 1 comes around. He's just been practicing running routes and all that garbage in training camp. He hasn't been doing tackling drills or anything like that. Brandon LaFell, Tyler Boyd, Josh Malone, who has a ton of upside. So I mean, all in all, well-rounded unit yet again. Honestly, one of the better receiving cores in the NFL, and having a tight end like Tyler Eifert just adds to that. You know, Tyler Eifert, top 5 tight end in the NFL. I mean, it goes without saying. He just needs to stay on the field the entire season. If he stays on the field the entire season, man, he's going to have the 3rd best numbers out of all the tight ends in the NFL. Hopefully he does, because I'm aiming for him into fantasy football. But man, listen here. Andy Dalton needs to make things happen. I don't care. This team is way too talented to not make use of. Yes, the offensive line is kind of trash. It is trash. Jake Fisher, Cedric, Andre Smith, Russell Bodine. I don't like most of these guys, man. You guys only have one solid offensive lineman, in my opinion. You can talk all that garbage. You can act like a Colt fan and talk about how this offensive line is great. No, it was horrible, which caused Andy Dalton to have a terrible season last year. Trust me when I say this. Invest in your offensive line soon, because this team is loaded with weapons on both sides of the football. And unless you guys get a great offensive line, man, the Super Bowl is not in question. I'm sorry to tell you. Now, I love your defensive line. I mean, Carlos Dunlap, Michael Johnson, Geno Atkins, your draft pick Jordan Willis, and Ryan Glasgow. This front should cause havoc in the backfield. And you guys picking up Jordan Willis was great, because we already know your defensive line is getting kind of old, and it's time to start bringing in new guys to learn from the old guys. Outside of Jordan Willis and Ryan Glasgow, you guys also added Carl Lawson, who I'm high on. Your linebackers that do impress me happen to be Vontaze Burfict, Kevin Minter, and Vincent Ray. Those are 3 guys that are solid starters in the National Football League. Vontaze Burfict obviously has character issues, but he is a good football player. Now we're talking about the cornerbacks. Adam Jones, who's an idiot, but he can play when he's on the field. It's just that right now he's basically nearing the end of his career, okay? You guys need to add somebody else next season because he's not going to be on this roster next season. He's just been messing up way too much off the field to actually be brought back in the 2018-2019 NFL season. Drake Kirkpatrick, who had a great year last year, he showed me so much promise. Darqueze Dennard, who was your 2014 first round pick. He's a good special teamer, but in the cornerback spot, man, this dude is inconsistent. He has all the potential in the world. I mean, he had the most potential out of that entire draft class, and he ended up being like the 4th best cornerback in that draft. He needs to step it up next season. Josh Shaw, the guy from USC, who didn't see much playing time, and William Jackson. I mean, this cornerback unit just has potential, man. Outside of Adam Jones, you guys got a ton of young guys, which is good, but they need to come into their prime as of right now. This team really needs them to step it up. The safeties, I'm only going to talk about one guy, George Iloka, okay? Everybody else is irrelevant to me. I'm still sad that you guys let Reggie Nelson walk and go to the Raiders. But yeah, man, all in all, this team is solid. I have them going 10-6 in the 2017 NFL season. Right now, though, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be completely wrong on my game-to-game prediction. I'm going to be completely wrong. Like, I'm gonna probably get like 5 games right out of this entire 16 games. It's just gonna be spread out, but a 10-6 record is what y'all are gonna end up with. Just watch, okay? Just watch and see. Yes, the offensive line is trash. The special teams really isn't that great. But man, there's just too much talent on this team for me to have them missing it back-to-back years. I know a ton of people are going to have them missing it because, you know, they just had that fall off last year and they're like, man, there's nowhere else to go but down. Absolutely not. Are you telling me this team's going to win 5 games next year? Nah. Double that and get 10. Something I want to note though is I'm going to be changing my week-to-week predictions for this team come my official 2017 NFL season predictions, whatever, division by division, obviously. I'm probably going to have this team sweeping the Ravens, to be honest. I think the Browns are going to split. I'm sorry, guys, but the Browns are solid this year. They're probably going to win like 4 or 5 games this season. So, I mean, you can't count them out at all, especially when teams like the Bengals are just going to walk in there thinking it's a free dub. All in all, guys, Bengals go 10-6 and make the wild card. So, yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this video at all, make sure to leave a like, and most importantly, subscribe if you are new. Have a good one. Peace out.